Vector-borne diseases are one of the most common and leading problems that affects almost 50% of the world's population. With this, a lot of preventive strategies have been made to suppress their development. It has been known that targeting the concerned vectors for the interruption and transmission serves as an essential in producing such effective countermeasures. The GM mosquitoes were solely made for this. The use of the said mosquitoes for determination and regulation of dengue and malaria through population suppression is ethical.
According to Tony Monglan, malaria is a huge problem, probably affecting 2/3 of the world's population. This calls for the production of genetically modified mosquitoes, which may drastically reduce the population of female malaria carriers called as Anopheles cambiae, as these genetically modified mosquitoes eventually sterilize all the females. Genetically modified mosquitoes, specifically male Aedes aegypti mosquitoes, often referred to as transgenic mosquitoes, are mosquitoes implanted with a bacteria called Wolbachia, which stops the dengue from replicating inside the mosquito, making it impossible for dengue to pass on to humans. For malaria, researchers created the mosquito by using the powerful gene editing technique known as CRISPR. The cut altered the gene known as double sex, which is involved in the sexual development of the mosquitoes. The females become a bit more male, as Mueller says, a kind of hermaphrodite. These transformed female mosquitoes have mouths that resemble male mosquito mouth. That means they can't bite nor spread malaria parasite. Now, for the bacteria insertion Wolbachia involving the reduction of dengue transmission, they are too large to fit into the mosquito's mouth part, used to drink blood, and therefore has no chance of being transmitted into humans.
Essentially, it is easy to say that genetically modified mosquitoes can be considered as a long-term solution for vector suppression compared to pesticide and sanitation practices, which are done repeatedly for constant pest control, and some may be considered hazardous waste to both human health and the environment. On the other hand, genetically modified mosquitoes aim to modify specific vector competence of a mosquito, which would make them harmless. This method would be more favorable, as it is mentioned that this would rely on a large population of sterile male insects, which would mate with native female, while naturally reproducing more genetically modified mosquitoes and visibly decrease in dangerous ones.
Though this inflicts many ethical issues concerning the public, especially the environmentalists, saying that these genetically modified mosquitoes will be inappropriate, dangerous, timely consuming, and expensive. All of these has solutions because researches are being conducted so that these implementations or the conduct of GMO mosquitoes will be efficient and safe.
Taking Malaysia's experience towards the release of genetically modified mosquitoes, public engagement for field trial are important. Information and objectives are disseminated through the community, and consultation through NGOs and also the public are being done. Feedbacks and reaction of the public are being considered and will be a part of the decision. In today's era, the world is vastly changing, and technology that can help and understand and solve issues such as mentioned are being created. Constant experimentation and production of new and improved GMOs are being created today. Example of this are the Oxitex-friendly Aedes aegypti sterile male mosquitoes that carries a self-limiting gene that disturbs the correct working of the Aedes aegypti cells by overproducing a protein in them that meddles with the cell's capacity to deliver other fundamental protein required for development. So, by upsetting the mosquito's normal development, the gene kills the offsprings from surviving to adulthood. Also, there is no evidence that these Aedes aegypti endangers humans more than the wild mosquitoes. In Malaysia, there's an act called Malaysia's Biosafety Act that regulates the import and export and handling of living modified organisms. The law requires mandatory risk assessments that might be brought about by the LMOs, as well as emergency response plans from the scientists to ensure safety. In February 2017, the World Health Organization hosted a meeting that seeks to lay the framework for the management and control of vector-borne diseases and their ethical issues.
And so furthermore, the World Health Organization stand with this implementation because priorly they plan to create a guidance framework document that will be established by a selected working group within regional offices of WHO and from disease endemic countries that will be also guided by experts to ensure that efficacy, safety, and standard regulations and even the cultural, social, and ethical issues will be properly addressed before and during the GMO mosquitoes testing and development.
The use of GMO mosquitoes for dengue and malaria suppression is ethical because for this process, the integrity and wellness of a community is highly put into consideration. From the technicalities by which concerns the quality of production, measures and standards, it is ensured that the implementation and application of the said GMO is well prepared, safe, and free from risk. Moreover, with regards to the ethical, social, and cultural affairs, such implementation of the standardized approach and the articulation of disease endemic countries' focus needs are carefully defined to ensure that the use of GMO mosquitoes will be highly effective and not at all cause any problems.